I'm just kidding. All right, we're live on YouTube. We had unemployment claims today at 8:30 a.m. So again, we have no news to really worry about. Want to go over? Let's go over the daily first. Okay. This is gonna be a little bit of a. I wouldn't say overall trend is bullish, right? We came out, we swept out previous day high already. We did that during like London session yesterday. We've previous day lows down here, right? We broke structure to the upside on the daily time frame on NASDAQ. We didn't on ES, okay? So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that's where we put in that 4-hour S&T, right? Off of Monday the 2nd, we ended up forming a high here and a lower high on ES, and then over here on NASDAQ formed a high and a higher high, right? We have one 4-hour bullish value gap, 2, 3 over here on NASDAQ, and we have 2 of them over here on ES, right? We have all these draws and liquidity down below. We have London session we already took out, New York 4-hour. We have an hourly London previous day low, right? I want to see if we want to go through all these draws and liquidity before we want to continue higher. Just because we have this area right here with these 4-hour bullish for value gaps. Yes, we can react off of either one of these and continue higher. But I want to test out and see. When we look at price action like this, I feel like it has the potential with that 4-hour S&P to come down and fill in all these 4-hour fair value gaps, take out all these draws and liquidity, and then it would want to continue higher if it really wants to. That's what I want to see. So I'm going to mark out these 15-minute highs, see if we can get a manipulation on the 15-minute time frame, scale down to the 1 minute maybe, and look for an entry, right? I want to see if we're going to continue lower here. We did come out and take out London session lows, and we are in this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, so we definitely have the potential to continue higher, but we are coming into these 4-hour bearish fair value gaps also, forming a 4-hour S&T. In my opinion, just because we're in a 4-hour bullish fair value gap, I feel like if we're in a 4-hour bearish fair value gap and we form a 4-hour S&T to the downside, I'm getting more confirmation that we want to continue lower, right? But was that 4-hour S&T formed to fill this 4-hour bullish fair value gap? We'll find out. I feel like it's hit or miss because, again, these are all 4-hour bullish for value gaps. We can react off of either one, right? We can react off of the first one that we're in right now and then continue higher. We can react off of the second one. Whoop, wrong thing. Off the second one, which is right here, and continue higher. Or the third one all the way down here, right? And continue higher. My opinion, we still have a lot more draws and liquidity down below that I think we could take out first and then continue lower. So what I'm going to look for on market open, see if we get a manipulation higher, take out 15-minute high or something like that. If we want to continue higher, I probably won't trade. But again, we'll see what happens. I want to see what the market's going to do. There's no rush to taking any trades right now. But market just opened. That's my bias for the day. Yeah, I'm just going to see if that opportunity presents itself. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's really pretty much it. So we'll find out what happens. We have all our draws marked out. And now we just got to let the market do its thing. I'm going to sit patient and stick to my system, stick to my rules. That's pretty much all we could do, right? So, again, we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing, being patient, and just waiting to execute and go from there. Pretty much about it. So, find out what happens. Cool. Leading index to the downside is ES also. Is there a way I can lower this a little bit compared? I think I can. Oh yeah, I can. Alright guys, I'm going to cut the chat, and I'm just going to vibe out and trade, alright? See what happens. The reason why I'm like getting this bias is because, again, I've seen this happen so many times, and I want to see if it happens again. I just want to see if, because again, I always see these moves happen, and it's kind of different compared to the strategy I trade. Not really, but again, it's like the opportunity to get in on these big moves. Like we'll see if it's a huge move to the downside, or if we just want to continue higher, which is not. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. We could want to respect this 4-hour, which would not surprise me at all. Another thing that's also been helping me, guys, I don't want to be annoying, is accepting the risk when the trade is put on. Be comfortable with what you put on, and just think about worst case scenario. The trade doesn't play out in your direction, and you lose that risk. That's it. Accept the worst possibility that can happen when you enter that trade. Once we click that button and we know the risk we're doing, we know what's the worst case scenario. You get stopped out. You got to put risk on every single trade that we place. That's the job we do. But learning to just accept that and be like, all right, if it doesn't go in my direction, that's it. It's the risk I had to put on to do it. So. I'm really liking these separate colors like this. I like the white and the red and the blue and the black. Would love to form a 5-minute bullish fair value gap here and see if we want to either respect it. If we disrespect it, that's going to be a go sign for me. But I'm not going to enter right off of it, but... if we come up and take out these highs, I'm probably not going to trade based off of just taking out our draws and liquidity already. So our next draw would be 174. That's not bad, but again, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to X out this 15-minute right now because usually I like to scale down to the 1-minute time frame when I sweep out my 15-minute draw on liquidity, right? Right now, I'm going to sit on my hands. I would, before thinking even going short, I would need to see this 5-minute get inversed. An order block, a breaker block right here. Even though I just keep an eye on those. I don't even really trade them anymore. See what price wants to do out of this area. Let me look at the 1 minute. We got any 1-minute lows we could look for SMTs off of? We do not. But we do have equilibrium we can look at. I think ES is touching it. We do have equilibrium. I'm going to stay patient right here. It's going to be a good spot to be patient. I'd really like to see a 5-minute inverse before thinking short, so that's what I'd like to see. Coming into this 5-minute order block, a breaker block right now on ES. Alright, we didn't inverse it. wonder what this entry would have been. 13 points. 35 points. We did tap right into that hourly bearish fair value gap above. But I would really like to see an inverse first. I would really like to see a 5 minute. I want to see what we do off of this right here. Equal highs on ES. Yeah, we're coming for these. Broke structure on NASDAQ, but this is too much of a stop for me. 80 points to target 102 points. I'm going to sit out on that trade. I'm going to sit out on that. I'm going to personally sit out on that. I'm going to X out equilibrium because we know we touched equilibrium. 52-point stop. I might just enter this on my eval. It's a 52-point stop, though. $107 points. What would the math be on? That's a 65-point stop. 65 times 2 is 130 times 2. It'd be 260 risk. Yeesh. Yeesh. This should be my break even. I took it on my eval. I'm not gonna take it on my PAs. Not gonna take it on my PA accounts. I'm just not liking the movement of it, that's why. And I'm fine with taking that on my eval. Not good enough for me to take on my PA accounts, because I just feel like we swept out this 5-minute high. ES didn't yet. I want to see if we form an SMT off of this or not. You know what I'm going to do? I don't like this trade. I'm closing. I'm going to close in profit here on my eval. I don't like this trade. I closed in $104 profit. I don't like this trade. Exit out. I just don't. We swept out this 5-minute high. We'll see if it wants to go without me. I'm fine with it though, because I don't want to take it on my PA accounts. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Find out though. I'm just not personally liking how the markets are moving right now. This was entry, and we target Asian session highs because ES already took Asian session highs. It's right at the macro too, but again, I want to see if we form a 5-minute SMT off of this 5-minute high. We'll see. Or if we come up and take out this 15-minute high. For some reason, I didn't like it. For some reason. I just don't like how the leading index hasn't taken out this high yet. If it did, I'd stay in it. And I just don't like how slow we're moving right now. I'm gonna sit on my hands. We seem to be respecting this 4-hour bullish, but I don't know. I just like the setup was there, but I just don't feel it. If that makes sense, just don't feel it. Just because too, because I knew not to take it on my PA accounts. I wasn't comfortable taking it on my PA accounts. I really want to see how this 5-minute candle closes. I want to see if we take out this 5-minute high. If we take out this 5-minute high, we're probably going to come up and take out all the London session and Asian session. I would believe. And I'm fine with missing that on my eval. But I really want to see what happens. Let's see. We took out the 15-minute. Let's see what happens now. Let's see if this turns into a bearish 5-minute candle. Or if we come take out this high. This would be break even. This was entry. This would be break even. This 15-minute high. That's how I would play it. All right, well, we'll see. First take profit, second take profit, London session, Asian session. I would probably target Asian session because ES already took those out. How many points did we be up already? 65 points. Anybody else take that one? Z? Yeah, J. Colas is slow. That's why I hesitated on that one. I just, again, I wouldn't have taken it anywhere on my PAs. But again, the setup was there. It's like it wasn't we respected the 5-minute, respected equilibrium. We came down, we broke structure on the 1-minute time frame. We came back down, respected equilibrium, and a 1-minute bullish fair value gap entry. Like it was there. It was just a continuation of the trend. I mean, this could have been a good stop underneath this low. 36 points. It's gonna hit now. It looks like 36 times 2 would be, yeah, so we could have went in 3 micros on that one to make 103. Yeah, it would have been 618 per account. Holy shit balls. Let's see if it hits. 10 a.m. It's gonna hit. It's about to go right through this. Yeah. There you go. TP hit. Poop. Anybody take that on the real accounts? There you go, Wing Wong. All right, good. At least somebody took it. Let's see if we react off this 5 minute and then take these draws out. I want to see if that happens. I want to see if that happens. Oh, my shoulder. I'm gonna give today till 10:20. If I don't see a setup, I'm gonna be done. Ming Wong, you trail on that one? Take an eval small one. There you go. We still have this 5 minute. Definitely can respect this 5 minute, and it's in your favor to continue higher right now. Yeah, you're looking good right now. Off of we're probably gonna respect this 5 minute, I would think. Only thing that's not in your favor is the S&T, but we haven't broke structure. We haven't inversed the fair value gap. We haven't done any of that. If we respect this, I could see ES if we inverse fair value gap, break structure to the upside. Maybe target London session this hourly above. But I want to see if we inverse this 5 minute or not. If we inverse it, I'm probably going to target New York 4 hour low. We still have 2 minutes left. I would have been, yeah, let's see. Where was entry here? It's a big stop, though, dude. It's a big stop. 27 points. Well, NASDAQ didn't inverse it. ES did. ES did. NASDAQ didn't. See if I get stopped out right away. I'm going short here on ES. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. This is definitely going to be interesting. Let's see what happens. I need to see a nice big bearish candle closure out of here. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that. Come on, baby. Alright, looks like I'm going to get stopped out here. Let's see. See if we sweep this high. We want to continue lower here. See if we want to sweep this high and continue lower. Alright, let's see. Looks like I'm going to get stopped. If we respect this, I'm going to get stopped. But I really want to see this get inversed here. But it looks like we're going to respect it. I'd love to see that get inversed. Let's see right here on this candle. Love to see this get inversed, but it could easily flip here. Would love to see that get inversed. Would love to see it. Come on, baby. $20 seconds. At 5 seconds. This is gonna be my new stop up top. Find out what happens here. Back at break even. I got my stop loss got edged, like edged by a point. I want this to be where I start trailing, like around break even. I'm going to take off half at a 1 to 2 at the hourly low, and then I'm going to target New York low. Half. And then full. We're sweeping this 5-minute low. We inverse this 5-minute in 1 minute, dude. Are we going to sweep this low and continue higher? Or are we going to dump? I really want to put this as my break even. I think I'm going to put this as my break even, and I'm going to let this trade play out here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. I want this to be my break even, this low. First take profit, hourly low. Second take profit, New York low. That's what I'm gonna go for. I want to see this 5-minute get inversed on on NASDAQ. Just don't want to get, I don't want to sweep this 5-minute low and continue, you know. All right, we inverse that 5-minute on NASDAQ. Trust the outcome, trust the trade, regardless for risking 10 points with 4 micros. 10 times 5 times 4. I'm risking $200 per account at the moment. And I'm going to let it run to this hourly low. I'm going to take 2 off at 6834. Or 36. And then I'm going to take the rest off at 67, put it at 20. See what happens here. I'm going to let her roll. I'm going to let her roll. I won't go break even. Once we hit break even, I'm going to put my stop loss right above this fair value gap's high once we get there. Because we're going to create a new higher low. A new lower high. Unless we keep pumping down. Let the trade play out. We followed our rules. We followed our risk. We followed our system. Everything else is in control of the markets. That is it. That is it. It's out of our control. The trade is out of our control. Trade is out of our control. All right, moving stop loss down. Moving stop loss down. Alright, I'm going to take a partial right here. And I'm going to let that other one run. Just remember, this is a 1 to 2 risk to reward as of now right here. I'm going to let this other one get hit on its own. Alright, 2 take profits hit. I'm going back a little bit above break even. I'm going to go above the high. I took 2 partials here. I got 2 more runners. This is a 1 to 2 base risk to reward off of my stop loss. A 1 to 1.7. That's fine for me. I'm going to let it run to New York low. I'm going to take half my position off on my eval too. Alright, half positions off on my eval. I'm going to cut it to break even. 25103. This is a potential reversal spot. So I'm going to let this run though to that New York low. I'm going to be break even on this trade. I'm going to secure 1 more partial right here, and I'm going to let that last runner run. Because we are at a 1 to 2, but I'm going to let it run to New York low. That last runner. Took another partial right here. Now I'm going to let the market do its thing. We're taking out this hourly low, but I'm going to go for this New York low, okay? I'm at break even. One runner left. I'm going for New York low. 6820 I have it at. 6820. I'm going to leave it at a little bit above. 6820 right here. $6,820. My trailing is right above this candle's high. I'm going to mark it out in red. That's where my trailing is. Excuse me. I'm going to take full take profit on my eval. I made 1,800 on my eval. I'm going to take that there because I'm fine with that. But I'm going to let this last runner run on my PA accounts. My eval I took off of NASDAQ. I took off once we entered this trade. So my eval was taken off once we inversed this gap. So regardless, it was a 1 to 2 and I had my stop above this high. And then I took full take profit here. So I still hit 118 points. But followed my system, took my profits at a 1 to 2 risk to reward, and I'm going to let that last runner do its thing, right? I'm going to let that last runner. We had our stop above this high. This was a 1 to 2.1. This was a 1 to 7 right here. So again, overall, we're going to let this last trade run to a 1 to 3.5. I want to target New York low, but this is where I'm going to take my profit right here. And I'm going to let the market do its thing. We got some W's, baby. Let's get some W's while this is running. All right, we have most of our position out. 75% of our position is out right now. We have one more runner. I'm going to leave it above this New York high. I want to target New York low. I want to target New York low at the moment, right? We're at break even. This is where my trailing stop is. Entry, right? We have 1, 2, 3 take profit. We have one more runner running for that low. I'm going to let it do its thing, but we are currently up this. And we'll see how she goes. We're going to let the market do its thing. Oh, shit. I didn't get W's. Fuck. Here, hold on. Get some W's. All right, we got some W's right now. We have one more runner. Entries, exits. We have one more runner. I want to target the New York low, right? I'm going to target that New York low. I'm going to put my take profit a little bit above. But I'm trailing my stop loss right now. I'll probably trail a little bit tighter. But I want to target that New York low. We're going to let the market do its thing. We have one more runner left. We're currently up this per account. We got some W's right now. Some W's. Good shit. Good shit. Let's see if she wants to take it out. All right, guys. I'm going to trail my stop loss tightly here. I'm trailing tightly. I'm trailing tightly. I'm trailing really tight. I might get... Yep, I got taken out. All right. I got taken out. Still a 1 to 3 risk to reward. I want those New York lows. I want those New York lows, but I'm out. I trailed tightly there. I think that's a smart decision to do. I believe we're going to come take out those New York lows, but again, we hit a 1 to 2.9. 1 to 3 risk to reward, dude. So I still think that's a smart spot to trail and do its thing. Maybe I could have trailed above the most recent highs, but I just started seeing how that candle was going. I thought we were about to dump, but I just trailed the top of the candle and then I moved it down as it was moving. But I'm fine with that on the day. I'm fine with that on the day. It's $360 per account. We only had one micro left too, so how many more points would that have been with one micro? So we had it at 320, so 5 more points. That'd be 5 times 5. All right, it'd be 25 more dollars per account. See, there's that candle. All right, full take profit would just been pretty close. It would have been 25 more dollars per account. So again, I'm not stressing that, you know. But I want those New York lows. I want those New York lows. I want to watch it. NASDAQ hit those hourly lows. Yep, full take profit would have been hit. Bang, right there. So there we go. There we go. That's the candle I thought was going to happen, but it didn't. Which is okay. Which is okay. Which is okay. All right. Going to be transparent as always. I started to trail my stop loss very heavily. I thought we were going to get this big candle down, but I trailed my stop loss pretty tightly. I thought this was going to be the big dump, but again, it wanted to... Why is that not clearing? It wanted to come up a little bit one more time and create a new high, and then it ended up dumping. But again, we still hit a 1 to 3 risk to reward on this trade. First, you see, I'll take profits. Entry, take profits, and then another take profit. There we go on the day. Sweet. We took this on our eval also, okay? We made $1,700 on our eval, so we're cooking. Look at that shit, guys. So we risked 10 points with 4 micros. So we risked 200 to make around 400. So pretty good with partials. You know, so it's basically with partials, it's still 1 to 2, but we let that baby do its thing and run. But overall full take profit, a 1 to 2.8 risk to reward, 1 2.9, which is pretty good, I think. My trail got hit on that. Turned $293 per account on my end. Yep, good shit, Wing Wong. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Again, that first trade I really liked. If you took that first trade, it was a good trade. But I just remember what I like. And we're gonna go right through them, like I said, right? Like it's straight through these fair value gaps once we get to it. But I guess we wanted to come out and speak about that London session. But quick little trade recap if you're watching on YouTube, right? We formed that 5-minute SMT. What did I look for? Leading index. Leading index, we inversed that 5-minute fair value gap. NASDAQ didn't yet. So I was focusing on the leading index. I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. What did we get? We ended up respecting this fair value gap, inversing this 1-minute bullish. I got my entry somewhere a little bit around here because I saw we were going to... We inversed that, and then we came back up on this candle. I entered. I put my stop loss above this high. I don't know why. It made me comfortable at first, but then once we ended up edging it, we came back down. This was my original stop loss, and then we went from there. But again, I really wanted those New York lows. We ended up hitting them. We'll probably hit these 4-hour too. We're probably going to continue lower even more. But I started to trail because, again, we only had 1 micro left. We were at a more than a 1 to 2 risk to reward. I followed my rules. I followed my risk. Even first take profit was around a 1 to 6, right? So again, then second take profit was around a 1 to 2. Third take profit was around a 1 to 2.8. I feel like that's pretty good risk management. We risked around $200 to make $359, so $360 per account. And it's really crazy how when you let your freaking trades do their thing and run, and it's insane how much quicker. Are we seeing the compound of our accounts over the last day? Dude, I'm on group 2, and if we go to group 2 this week, we are up 668, so it didn't do the math yet on today. So we're up 668 plus 360. So we're up $1,028 on these 7 accounts in 3 days. Like, and it's starting to click for me. Like, it's like, again, even if we lost today, we still would have won those first 2 trades, and we still would be in profit on these accounts, even with the loss. Then we switch the group, you know? Then we're on to another group, but we're staying on the same group as we're winning, right? We go on those win streaks. Regardless if we lose on this group, we'll lose around our risk. We lose around $200, $250. We're still up $1,000 right now. Do the math on that. You'll be up around $800 per account or something, you know? And then we switch, and then you're off those accounts, and you're on to new ones. So it's just consistency, being confident in your trading. We almost got stopped out today. But we still hit a solid trade. I waited for our break even to get hit, and we got that dump once NASDAQ inversed that 5-minute fair value gap. We caught the beginning of that move. And I would believe also, towards the end of the day, NASDAQ's probably going to come take out that New York low. But we'll see. We're going to have a solid retrace at some point. There's going to be profit taking. But the reason why also for YouTube and Discord, I trailed my stop off of that. I really thought we were going to get this candle here, the way it was moving. It was starting to move very quickly, and I said, I'm going to start trailing here. I want to see if it comes down and hits my take profit. And again, I had it at 20. So it was literally 5 more points away with 1 micro. It would have been $25 more per account. So again, that's really it. So I'm not going to do a trade recap. Because again, I'm going to keep posting these how they are. The people who want to watch these YouTube videos, if you're watching it right now, I just explained the trade. You saw me take it. There's no lying here. So again, that's really it. But peace out. Day 4 YouTube. I might not trade tomorrow because Fridays are statistically just, especially for me. We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow presents. Maybe I'll just trade on my eval. But we'll resync this for the YouTube real quick if it will. Here, let's just do this because I don't know why TradeSyncer's been doing this shit. Here, I gotta get the full screenshot. Here's my broker. I have the ES in the bottom chart. You should be able to see this. How do I zoom in? How do we zoom in? All right, here, zoom in. Is there a way I can... Let me see. Hold on. This keyboard, I think I could zoom in. Yeah, here we go. All right, look, we got entries, exits, right? And then we could see if we go up here. That's this group. This group's down still around $200 because we took those losses last week. But again, this is group 2 and we're doing pretty good. We got all these in a good position as of now. So again, exits, entry, you can see it, right? First take profits, second. This was around the hourly low, and then we let it run a little bit, and then this is when we trailed, right? I started the trail. So again, and I really thought this was going to be the move we got because this looked pretty. The way this candle closed, I thought we were going to get it, but again, I wanted to do one more retrace up and take us out. So again, I don't know why this doesn't resync right away, but there was my entries and my exits. Say I fake it, whatever. I really don't care. But let's see if this... There we go. There we go. That's still not fully loaded either. I don't know why. We didn't make 218. We made 350 per account. So I don't know why it's still doing that. I just showed the screenshot. So I don't know why TradeZella does this sometimes. I'll probably post it on my Instagram or something. We made 358 and 359. I don't know why it's saying we made 250 on this right now. Or 218 or 220. It needs to load again. Fuck it. I showed the screenshot. Whatever. Peace out, YouTube. Go talk to the Discord. Go from there. Alright? Adios.